Let me tuck my straps down into my shirt because I'm not wearing a strapless bra because I didn't think about that. Hey, it's Pamela. Today I'm going to be talking about something that really irritates me, and we've kind of been on the social media kind of mean comment assumptions vibe on this channel so far. So I'm going to continue on with that and just talk about the things that annoy me the most. First of all, if my hair looks frizzy, I see in soft focus because I'm very nearsighted, so I'll look in the mirror and think, oh yeah, my hair looks fine. And then I sit down in front of an HD camera, and when I'm editing, I'm like, why do I always look like I've just been electrocuted? Anyway, these, in my opinion, are the most annoying things you can do on social media. I'm going to be reading off my phone because I don't remember it off the top of my head, so don't mind me referencing my note on my phone. So let's start this off. People who follow then unfollow when the person follows back. The people I'm referencing are those who, as soon as you hit the follow back button, they are unfollowing you. Just follow people that you're interested in following. Don't follow people because you're desperate to have a huge number there. I feel that people believe that it gives them a lot of validation when it doesn't. You know what I mean? Who cares if you have a lot of followers? So this is kind of related to that. People who beg you to follow them back. It's like they feel that you owe them something because they hit follow and like on a couple of your posts. To hit the like button or the follow button, it's what, a split second of your life? Alright, my orthodontist is gonna hate me for this, but these elastics are coming off because they just make it that much more difficult to speak. Moving on to the people who have a large following. When people call their followers fans. These people are hitting follow to support you, or they like your pictures. They're not fans. Just call them what they are. They're followers. They're just people who like what you post. I remember there was that girl on Instagram who deleted all her pictures, and she posted a vlog where she was crying saying that social media is fake, and she had some website. She did this next thing, and it's another thing that really annoys me. It's when people fake a perfect life and then cry how fake social media is. You kind of did it to yourself. Like, this is that person setting themselves up. I understand it's so easy to get caught up in it, especially when people are starting to follow you and it's just you're getting really popular. I understand that you want people to think that your life has no problems. You want to make it look like I'm flying here, I'm buying all this Gucci. Honestly, we've seen this so much that you'd figure that people would learn to be a little more honest online. I do believe that it's taking a turn to the more realistic, to the more honest, especially with people posting pictures where they don't look perfect, and if they have a breakout, they're showing that. But there are still people out there putting themselves in debt to impress a stranger or to just get a huge following on Instagram. Next up is something that really irritates me, because your friends should be the ones that support you the most, especially when these people are spending a lot of time online supporting celebrities and huge businesses that have already found their success. It just really bothers me when you can't get the support from your friends and family and they feel like they're doing you a huge favor. You're not. Honestly, the people who need your support would probably do the same thing for you. I ask that everybody go and support their friends. Give your friends' business a like their Instagram posts, watch their YouTube videos, like their YouTube videos, and comment and subscribe. Like, it's not too much to ask. This is something that irritates me so much. People that troll in an unfunny way. Guess what? If you think you're a troll, but you're just being mean to everybody and you're just saying nasty things, and I said this before, you're not a troll, you're a bully. If you go out and your intention is to hurt everybody that you're trolling, again, not a troll. You're a bully. Seeking out drama. That is another thing that irritates me to no end. What is the point? Everybody is stressed out in their lives and you're probably stressed out, so you're taking it out on strangers online. It doesn't make any sense. You're not doing yourself any favors. And these people often mislabel their bullying as trolling. And again, you're not a troll. You're a bully. Also, telling people they can't do something because you failed at it in your life, especially if it's not something that you can do. So many times I see people commenting on these YouTube videos of this girl can't model, that person can't sing. and they're not a model or a singer themselves. I swear people who can't do think they're complete experts because they made an observation. Just because you don't like the person doesn't mean they don't deserve it, and it doesn't mean they can't do it. Also, if you are mad that you didn't succeed in a certain area, you're not doing yourself any favors. It's not helping you in any way, so what is the point? You're probably gonna feel worse after it anyway. I feel like there should be a two-step process to commenting where it brings you over to the next screen that is like, are you sure? So you can stop and think, do I want to say this? Do I want to open a potential Pandora's box of repercussions? I don't know if that's the right word. I feel that maybe some people write things out in a rage, and if they're made to think about what they said, maybe they would reconsider and not hit post. Make sure you don't have ill intentions when you're commenting. You know, if the person did something awful and you really, really passionately disagree with them, sure, go ahead. Tell them what you think. But if the person's not saying anything controversial and one part of what they said you disagree with, maybe come at them in a more constructive way and say, I disagree with you because of this and blah, blah, blah. Because if you talk to these people long enough and they keep their anger at a simmer, you figure out why they're so angry. Next up, people who post controversial opinions and then get angry when people disagree with them. You have to be ready when you're gonna go out and make a controversial statement. Chances are a lot of people are gonna disagree with you, and if you're not ready for that, you can't get angry at them for not feeling the same way as you. All right, now to move over to a lighter topic, people who over edit their photos. I see this so much where people use those makeup filters and you can see that it's fake liner and fake mascara. And you know what? There are products out there that you can buy to give like the lush lash effect and have the thicker, blacker liner. You can buy makeup products that are like that and not have to put on the fake digital makeup, because honestly, it doesn't look good, it looks bad, and you can see it from a mile away. And also people who overly blur their skin. I understand going in and blurring certain areas that you don't like. People get a little too excited when they're in those apps, and I think that it has some weird effect on people where then they feel like their natural face is ugly or offensive. It's like people want to erase anything on their face that makes them a human being, and to me it's a little sad. Have I posted pictures of myself with the little like digital cartoon things around my face? Yeah, I have, because sometimes it's really fun. I'm just talking about those makeup apps where people are like, oh, look at this nice lipstick that I added digitally on my photo. Next up is something that happens to me a lot. Blowing up someone's mentions, then getting angry when they respond. If you are gonna respond to me and you say something that is offensive or mean, I'm gonna defend myself and I'm gonna tell you where you're incorrect. I'm not gonna let you run your mouth at me. Just no, I have every right to respond, as you have every right to respond. It doesn't make any sense that you think that you can just like be as abusive as you want and I have to sit back and take it. No, I'm gonna defend myself. So if you're gonna blow up my mentions, if I get angry enough, I'm gonna tell you off, and I have every right to do so. And another thing that these people often do is they designate themselves as the expert. And did they go to school? Probably not. Is it a hobby for them? Most likely. These so-called experts, they read blogs. A lot of them believe every propaganda infographic that they read, and they're just spouting things out that they've heard other people say. There's the pseudo-intellectuals that just, they're very good at remembering what they heard, but forming their own sentences, not so much. Basically, these people act like they know everything about a topic, and quite often they don't realize that they might be talking to someone who did go to school and did study it. And I'm really sorry about this mower sound, but he is right outside my window. Yeah, these people don't realize who they're talking to. You know, they look at you and they'll assume things about you, and I already talked about this in my assumptions vlog. And also, assuming people are dumb because they're younger than you. Intelligence doesn't have an age. And this leads me to another behavior that I cannot stand. Straw man arguments. A straw man argument, let me put this as plainly as possible. It's where you take something that somebody said, add a false statement to it to create a weaker argument that you can beat. If you have to do this, then your argument is weak to begin with, so you've already lost. You know what I mean? Like, I always knew what this was. Even some friends of mine would do this to me, and I'd be like, I literally did not say that. What is this person talking about? And they say these things to make it so that they can prove you wrong instead of just having a civil conversation. I don't understand, what is everybody's obsession with being right? Especially with the whole straw man fallacy thing. It just, these things are so irritating, and I advise against doing this because ultimately I feel that it actually makes you look stupid, especially if people pick up on what you're doing. This is probably one of the most annoying things that people can do, but it's also really super harmful. Conspiring to hate bomb a person or demonizing the dislike button. On Facebook, they have the different options, and sometimes you're talking about something really serious, you're talking from your heart, and people click the haha response, and you're just like, are you perfect? Probably not. One thing to know, on YouTube, engagement is engagement. If you're doing the whole hate bomb thing and going and hitting dislike on a video, you're ultimately helping the person because you're interacting with their content. Any interaction with a video on YouTube helps the person. So if you don't like the person, the best thing to do is just not watch and not interact with their videos. My last point, let's go back to the whole lighter side of things. It's people who post the same selfie 20 times. I just spat. People who post 20 different versions of the same selfie, and they do it in multiple posts. On Instagram, you can post multiple pictures in one post. If you like more than one version of your selfie, I suggest just doing it there, unless you're doing the 3 similar pic things, but I suggest making them different enough that people don't feel like they're scrolling through reposted content. Am I guilty of any of this? Yeah. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and while you're at it, subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you're gonna leave me some comments, again, I ask that you be nice. Just letting you guys know that my leg is currently asleep, so I should probably get up and move around right now because I've been sitting here cross-legged, cutting off my circulation. So I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching.